Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out to Music on the Overlook here in St. Croix Falls. We are the Roe Family Singers. We're playing music for you for the next 90 minutes or so. Thanks for joining us. Feel free to come closer. If I know this is kind of intimidating up here, but you can, in fact, come closer if you'd like to. This is a song called Jack Malone. He's French-Canadian. He's Jacques Malone. Thank you very much. Next one is called Lizbeth Brown. This is from our very first record we put out in 2007. We just celebrated 20 years. We play in the We're from the Twin Cities, and we play in a little club in the Twin Cities called the 331 Club. We just celebrated 20 years of playing every Monday night there, this past Monday. Thank you.
We are only 22 years old.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but music hits young. We're prodigies, all of us. All right, are you ready? 1, 2, Lizbeth Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. This next one is one that we wrote during the pandemic. It's called Don't Worry About the Rich Man. It's, I don't know about the rest of you, but the pandemic was a stressful time. This is what we do for our living. We're full-time musicians, so the lockdown, while I think a lot of lives were saved, it was also very hard. Like, our kids were a lot younger and didn't know how we were going to pay for food. I don't know if you remember, you couldn't find toilet paper anywhere. When you got 2 toilet training kids, that's kind of a thing. It gets kind of messy and smelly really fast. That wasn't so fun. And then you started seeing all these news stories about how the billionaire class were making money, making billions of dollars off of us being in lockdown. And I'm kind of a hot-headed fella sometimes, and I got pretty frustrated. But as the pandemic went on, you started seeing that they were taking that money, and instead of doing something useful like helping people with it, they were building rocket ships. Like, so these guys were now racing each other to see who could build a rocket ship first and who could shoot the rocket off first. And then I was really frustrated. But then the news as things progressed, the news started to progress that once they would shoot this rocket off, they could only do it one time. It was a one-time deal. They didn't have enough money to launch more than one rocket. So I started feeling pretty bad for these guys. I was like, that's got to be pretty rough. That's got to be hard on a fella's ego. You've got your rocket and you shoot it, and then the other guy shoots his farther, and you can't respond or anything. It's pretty rough, I think. So we wrote this song called Don't Worry About the Rich Man, because I think that these guys, I think they're going to be okay. I think it's going to be all right. I think even though you can only do this one time, back then, I mean, now they shoot them all the time, but back then, it was rough for those guys.
They'll be okay.
They're going to be okay.
Right. Let's take a deep breath.
I like it. One, two, three.
Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Hey brother, can you spare a dime? Well, that rich man, he wears $900 shoes. Oh, that rich man, he wears $900 shoes. Rich man, he wears $900 shoes, while the poor man wraps his feet in paper news. Well, that rich man, he eats in a restaurant so fine. That rich man, he eats in a restaurant so fine. Rich man, he eats in a restaurant so fine, while the poor man's standing in the old bread line. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Hey brother, can you spare a dime? All the media time. That rich man, he owns all the media time. Rich man, he owns all that media time, while the poor man's got a corner cardboard sign. Rich kids want to go to college, they ain't worried about a thing. Rich kids want to go to college, they ain't worried about a thing. Rich kids want to go to college, they ain't worried about a thing, for the rich man's gonna bribe their way in. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Hey brother, can you spare a dime? Well, that rich man, he owns all that media time. That rich man, he owns all the media time. Rich man, he owns all that media time, while the poor man's got a corner cardboard sign. Rich man never has to answer for his crimes. No, the rich man, he never has to answer for his crimes. Rich man never has to answer for his crimes. When he gets caught, it's his money doing time. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Don't worry about that rich man, he's doing just fine. Hey brother, can you spare a dime? I said, hey brother, can you spare a dime? That would have sounded better if I had my banjo turned on.
We're going to play that song again now with the banjo.
Take 2.
Yeah, but it was great, though. I mean, it was what you could hear was probably excellent. just vocals? That was a vocal take?
I was losing my, I couldn't do it. I just lost like halfway through the song. It just
Guys,
all
I think the
fell.
banjo's probably hot now. All right. All right, from now on, we'll have all the instruments in the band playing for you. It's going to be amazing.
Or maybe we're gonna.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank
One
you.
person appreciates that.
You don't know what you're asking for, man.
Little trouble. It's a shame because that was a good version too.
Vocals, but nothing I did. This is definitely not the show to be taken.
Little trouble. 1, 2, 3.
I'd rather be with some dark lady in a cabin in the hills than to be stuck in the suburbs with a smartphone hooked on pills. A little trouble knocking at my door. I can't do it on my own, dear. I need you more and more. I often ask myself a question. What makes folks act that way? And I answer just as often. Well, they need love every day. Oh, little trouble, knocking at my door. I can't do it on my own, dear. I need you more and more. I'd rather live deep in the city where the people mix so free than to buy a rich man's liking about how they'll come for me. Yeah. When I die, where will you put me? Down east where my folks lie. Oh, I hear about in the iron where rest both you and I. Oh, little trouble, knocking at my door. I can't do it on my own, dear. I need you more and more.
Thank you so much.
If I can get it to, and we'll do Cherokee Shuffle.
All right. Cool. All right, so we're the Roe Family Singers. This is Kim Roe coming out front. Kim does this wonderful dancing called Appalachian clogging. It's a traditional living art form from the Appalachian Mountain region. If we were down in the South, if we were down in Tennessee or the Carolinas or the Virginias, all of us here would know how to do this dancing. It's very much still alive in the culture. We might choose not to do it, but a lot of folks still are doing it, and it's pretty fun. Kim has been doing it for about 15 years now, I think, here. There's a group out of the Twin Cities called the Wild Goose Chase Cloggers, and they're a choreographed troupe of dancers like this doing this dancing. And that's where Kim was not a member of the group, but we've played with them a lot of times, and Kim learned a lot from those guys and a lot from the rest from just doing it over and over again. So we're going to do an old tune for you called the Cherokee Shuffle. Kim's going to do some shuffle dancing.
It's gonna change it up. I can't get a tune, but that's okay. We can make it work. What are we doing? Oh, I was gonna change it up because I can't get okay. The tune's gonna hold. You do it anyway. Like grass.
So are we doing Cherokee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Hold on here. Got it. Okay.
My D might go to tune. It's gonna be great, but we'll do it. All right. Make it work. Here we go.
Thank you so much. That's Kim Rowe dancing for you there. Got to get some sandpaper. We played a show yesterday, and so Kim's wearing tap shoes. So she's got this wooden floor that she carries around with her. Then she's got her tap shoes that have metal plates on the bottom, but they pick up stuff just like skis, like cross-country skis. So we were playing in a football field or something yesterday, and they had just sprayed the grass with something, and Kim was just saying, "Yeah, it's super slippery. It's all." So this is part of showbiz, friends, right here. Sanding the board, sanding the shoes. Okay. We'll do an old-time song here called "Lamplight and Time in the Valley." This is one of my favorites.
Key of A when you're ready, boys. We good? 1, 2, 3.
very much. This one is called Oh Young Lovers. Every Labor Day weekend, Kim and I go up to Ely, Minnesota. There's a music festival up there called Fest du Nord. It happens at the YMCA Camp du Nord. It's been going on for about 11 years now, and it's a lot of fun. We've been going since the second year, and it's one of the few places that our kids still want to go with us, which is nice. They're teenagers, 14 and 16, so if you've got them that age, you know that's a pretty special thing when they still opt to spend time with you. We were up there, though, a couple of years ago when they were still pretty little, and it was the last night of the festival, and they were having a big dance party. And I get a lot of, for being the front man of a band, I actually get a lot of social anxiety. I'm not very good at talking to strangers. So we're at this party and trying to celebrate, and I can't handle it. So I go outside with the kids. And the kids are all playing on this playground over here together. They're all fast friends. You know, they've just met each other 2 minutes ago, and they're all best buddies. And I'm sitting there and I'm reflecting on how easy it is for them to do that, how kids they don't care. They just make friends. And all that stuff that we as adults let get in the way, they don't care about. And then I started thinking about just, you know, how as we get older, our priorities change, and wrote this song about it. It's called Oh Young Lovers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That song has a line in the very last verse where it says, "We live forever on nerves and French kisses." And when you mix an album, when you record an album, you listen to it over and over again. You hear the song over and over again to try to make sure that it sounds good. And we were listening to that one, and you listen to it on a bunch of different stereos. So you listen to it at home, and you listen to it in different cars, and you listen to it at the studio. And listening to it at home one day, and our 5-year-old said to me, "Dad, what's French kissing?" And I was not ready to have this discussion with my 5-year-old yet, so I said, "It is how they kiss in France. That's just what you call it in France, French kissing." And my 5-year-old was very happy with that answer. But however, our 7-year-old said, "No, Dad, no, you're totally wrong." And I'm thinking, this is going to be terrible. Like this, what does this kid know that I don't know? And she said, went on to describe it in intimate detail. She knew exactly what it was. And I said, "Oh, well, now everybody in the house knows what that is. Where did you learn this?" And she said, "Oh, I learned this from my friend," and I won't say the name, but I've always found this entertaining that it was the preacher's kid in the neighborhood. And as they've gotten older as friends, like and I'm not making this up, you'd think that as musicians, we'd be the bad parents.
No.
But in fact, it's the preacher's kid that has taught all of the nasty stuff at our house.
French kissing, mooning.
Mooning, that was a good one.
The middle finger. All those good things.
I'm sure she was demonstrating what not to do. That was probably it. Don't do this. All right, that had nothing to do with this next song. I just wanted to share that with you. This is my favorite Buddy Holly song. This is "Every Day" by Buddy Holly.
It's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's getting faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may. Do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may. Do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's getting faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Love like yours will surely come my way.
Thank you. Thanks for singing along, you guys.
This is one called "Calendar Year."
He's crying for a wife he can't reach. lady's a fickle mistress. And now she's passing him by. They say Jesus looks after drunks and babies, so he's thinking maybe he'll come and find me here. But while he's sinking into his drinking, the Savior is thinking, buy that man a beer.
Thank you very much. This next one is called the Buckeye Tree. Kim and I both come from farming families. We both grew up in the Twin Cities, so we're the first generations not to farm. But both of our families, Kim's family still has the farm up in Cushing, Minnesota. My family's from southern Iowa and southern Missouri as well. And my mom still does a lot of gardening. That's how she keeps it going in the family. So this song was written, I was taking a walk with my mom one fall, and if you're a gardener, you know at the end of the season, you got to put the garden to bed. You know, you take out all of the shoots and stuff that hasn't flowered yet, and you turn the soil over and you get it ready for the winter. And she was telling me that she kept finding all these buckeyes in the garden, all these buckeyes, and they were all sprouting, and she couldn't figure out where they're coming from. And then if we went on this walk, we found that there was a buckeye tree just down the street. And the squirrels were bringing them down, and they were burying them in the soil because the soil had just been turned over, and it was really nice and loose and easy to do. And the only thing that has to do with this song is the name of the song is the Buckeye Tree. But yeah, that's kind of where the seed was planted, I guess.
No, don't encourage that.
Nothing. Well, no one laughed. It's okay.
That's
It's where the idea germinated.
I think you guys just need to nod your head or something. Just.
I did see you laugh. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Was it a?
No, she was genuinely amused. At least that's what I'm telling myself. The sun was shining, it was so sunny, and through the trees blew a warm breeze. I hung my baby up close to me underneath the Buckeye Tree. I said, now listen to me. It all is right as right can be. Stay right here with me underneath the Buckeye Tree. She said, now listen to me. You know my love, it runs deeply, but the city is calling me from underneath the Buckeye Tree. When I awoke did me. There was no one close to me. I was all alone was me underneath the Buckeye Tree.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, Kim's going to come up, do some more clogging for us. Let's hope the sandpaper did its job.
The electric slide. Could be the electric slide. What do we got, Dave? The acoustic slide. We can do Bonaparte's. Nice. All right.
An old tune called Bonaparte's Retreat.
Well,
I can tell an amusing anecdote while you sand some more. Please do. Yeah, that's the wrong answer. So Kim started clogging when our kids were both pretty much babies, so newborn and 2 years old, and people always ask where Kim learned how to do this, since we're in Minnesota, not in the Virginias or anything. And what she always likes to say is she would sleep, so it would be nap time for the kids. She'd have one kid in each armpit, and we'd be laying in bed, and then she'd have her laptop on her belly, and she'd be looking at videos on YouTube on how to clog and how to do these moves. And then because she was laying with the kids, she couldn't get up and dance, so she would do like that Charlie Chaplin thing. She'd have her fingers do the dancing for her. And then when the kids got up from the nap, then she'd go upstairs in the kitchen and practice the moves that her fingers had learned so dutifully. I didn't know that could work, but there it is. Not working at all? Well, you can skate.
all right. One, two, three.
Bonaparte's retreat.
Thank you very much. Kim Rowe. There's one small spot with traction. I'm sorry. I have not introduced the rest of the band. That's Kim Rowe dancing for you there and singing. Over here on my right, on your left, is Dave Gustafson on the mandolin. That's very nice. We got Brody Kucera on the drums back there. Fairly certain this is the first time Brody has had a drum riser with us. It's how's it feel?
It feels great.
Feels epic.
I feel heightened.
You feel mighty?
Mighty.
High and mighty, yes. And over here on the upright bass, Mr. Patthew Beauregard Loftus III, first of his name.
He makes us say that every time. It's in his rider.
This is a song called Reuben Train. This is an old song We learned this down in Louisville, Kentucky. We were down there playing at a club in Louisville, and we were playing with this band of train kids. I don't know if that's a term you're familiar with, but they're the punk kids that hop trains and ride all over the country on trains like hobos, except they're punk kids. And we were playing a show with a bunch of these kids down in Louisville, and the banjo player just asked if I wanted to sit together and play some tunes together, and of course I said yes. It's always fun to do, and he taught me this song, Reuben Train. I have no idea what his name was. I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened to him. Kiddo is out there riding the rails.
Reuben's coming down the track, and he's got that throttle back, and them wheels are carrying it from his home. Oh me, oh my, them wheels are carrying it from his home. If that boiler don't bust, 'cause he's eat up with rust, I'll soon be a long way from my home. Oh me, oh my, I'll soon be a long way from my home. Train runs so fast that I knew it couldn't last, for them wheels was burning up the rails. Oh me, oh my, them wheels was burning up the rails. If you don't believe I'm gone, just look at the train I'm on, and you can hear that whistle blow 1,000 miles. Oh me, oh my, you can hear that whistle blow 1,000 miles. I'll never get no letter from my home. Oh me, oh my, I'll never get no letter from my home. Well, that train runs so fast that I knew it couldn't last, for the wheels was burning up the rails. Oh me, oh my, them wheels was burning up the rails. Hoping I'll get back, 'cause I'm 1,000 miles from my home. Oh me, oh my, I'm 1,000 miles from my home. If I ever get back to you, you can beat me black and blue, for I'll never leave my shanty home. Oh me, oh my, I'll never leave my shanty home.
This is one called Gotta Move On.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, you guys. We are the Roe Family Singers. If you like what you're hearing, even if you don't like what you're hearing, we do have some merchandise over here for sale while he's tuning up. I can tell you all about it. CDs, t-shirts, hat, koozies, stickers. Are you done?
Yes, listen.
He's done, so am I. Roe Family Singers, merch.
Yep.
Well, if I had me some shoes that would walk around her, you know I'd put them on and walk on out of this town. Them shoes I own, the shoes is all worn down, and I'm stuck here waiting. When don't feel right, I got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right. Well, if I had me some wheels that would really roll up, you know I'd hop in that car and then I'd hit the road. But I ain't got no gas, so got no place to go. And I'm just stuck here waiting don't feel right. I got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right. Well, you ask me what I'm doing, I don't really know. I'm feeling antsy and I just got to go. My palms are sweaty, my clothes are too tight. I got to go right now because the time is right. Well, if I had me some money, I'd buy me a ticket on a train. The train don't work, I'd buy me one for a plane. But I ain't got no money, so goodbye open range. And I'm just stuck here waiting don't feel right. I got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right. When I finally make it, I'm hitting the road. I don't care where, I just got to go. There's just one thing that's holding me back. There just ain't no way, so I'm stuck here, Jack. Well, if I had me a rocket, I'd fly off to the moon. I'll leave it all behind and come back no time soon. But I ain't a billionaire, so I just guess I'm screwed. And I'm just stuck here waiting don't feel right. I got to move on now because my heart's feeling tired. I got to get out of town now, get out of sight. I got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right. I've got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right. I've got to move on, daddy, 'cause the time is right.
Thank you.
I don't want to be forgot, gents. There's one called I Don't Want to Be Forgot. Are you ready?
Once I had a friend who was so afraid to die. He locked himself up in his room and would not go outside. But then
Thank you
Hey,
very
thank you.
much. This is another one from way back at the beginning. It's called My Heart Took to the Earth. When Kim and I first started playing music together, it was back in 2003. We had just gotten married. And in 2005, we started playing this weekly residence that I mentioned earlier at a club in the Twin Cities called the 331 Club. And it became pretty apparent to us that we didn't have enough material to cover a night's worth of music every Monday night. So we started hiring other cool dudes to play with us. And here we are 20 years later, still doing it. But this is one of the ones from the very first record.
Thank you.
This next one is another one from those early days. It's Kim and I met. We were both teachers, and we didn't have any kids of our own yet, but we worked with a lot of young kids. I was also freshly in recovery. I was just getting clean when we first met, and so one of our very first songs was this song about addiction. It's a very dark song. It's not a happy song, and we're doing all I need. And we got hired to do a farmer's market, and having fun playing a farmer's market. And a dad sat down in front of us with his 3-year-old and asked us if we took requests, and that's always kind of a dangerous question. You never know, 9 times out of 10 you don't know the song they're asking for. But he said, "Would you play?" And the name of that song about addiction is called White Horse. And he said, "Would you play White Horse? It's my daughter's favorite song." which, you know, it's a little uncomfortable when a 3-year-old's favorite song is about heroin addiction. And
There are a lot of mumbled words when I sing it.
so we went home literally after the end of that show. We went home and we wrote this next song. It's called All I Need, because we just wanted to have something that if somebody requested a song, it would be appropriate for a 3-year-old. So this is for all the 3-year-olds out there. Highly uncomfortable song that was.
I don't know how to sing it, though.
When you're lying close on me, I can feel your heartbeat. That is all I need. Eyes of fog and skin grows wet. I can feel your breath. That is all I need. Fire it burns and ice is cold. Could we two together grow old? That is all I need. Well, beloved, heaven above, you're the woman I love. That is all I need. That is all I need.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Kim's going to attempt to dance for us one more time here. Nobody knows what's going to happen. The sandpaper could have finally worked its magic in one spot. No, try it again. I could tell another interesting story. So I know somebody in the very back of the crowd loves it when I tell interesting stories. They said yes last time. See? There it is again. I did not pay her to do that. That other guy I did, though. He's on the payroll. Yeah. Oh, yes. No, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. We're supposed to keep that between us. What we got here, Dave? This is an old Irish tune called The Girl I Left Behind Me. Appalachian clogging, historically, people think, we don't know for sure because no one ever writes this stuff down, but they think that it's a combination of traditional Irish dancing that comes over with Irish immigrants. And then as those immigrants moved west and settled in the Appalachian Mountains, of course, you had the Cherokee Nation. All the Cherokee tribes were living throughout the Appalachians. So the thought is that then you've got indigenous dancing from the predominantly from the Cherokee people, blended in with this Irish dancing. And then as we began to steal and kidnap people from Africa to build our economy here in the United States, those people were coming from the northwestern coast of Africa. So you've got a mixture of Irish dancing, indigenous dancing, and then African dancing. And we think that's what the roots of this dancing is. It's a lot of fun. We get to play in a lot of like international festivals. And one we were doing fairly recently, we played with a Mayan dance troupe, a group of Mayan traditional dancers from Mexico. And it was, we didn't speak the same language, obviously, but So many of the dance steps were the same. You know, it's indigenous dancing from Mexico and indigenous dancing from the Appalachian Mountains. It was pretty cool. You could see both them and us like pointing at each other, saying, "Oh, we know that one. That one's called this, and that's called this." It was cool. All right, what are we doing? So we're gonna do an Irish tune called "The Girl I Left Behind." Thank you so much. Again, that's Kim Rowe dancing for you there. We've got Matthew Beauregard Loftuson III, first of his name on the upright bass. You look like an underwear model right now. That's pretty cool. You should be checking your watch. We got also another underwear model in the band, Brody Kucera, here on the drums. It's a very good-looking band. And over here, the best-looking of all, Dave Gustafson on the mandolin. He doesn't even have to pose to be beautiful. Just how it is. Yeah. I don't know what they said. I'm trying not to hear. It's okay. This one is called Chicago Art School. It's about going to Chicago for art school. When I was younger and I had longer hair and didn't have 50 years of double chins growing on me, I used to get told all the time that I looked like Ethan Hawke, which was he's a very handsome actor. I liked that very much. It was very kind, and I thought, I couldn't see it. I never saw the likeness, but I would hear it from strangers all the time. So here I am. I'm in Chicago. I'm at the Art Institute. I'm looking at a painting in the Art Institute of Chicago. I'm the only one in the gallery, just me. I don't know why, but I'm just the only one there looking at it. And then someone walks into the gallery, and standing over here, just kind of, my peripheral vision. And you know how you are when someone walks in, you kind of look over at them. And I did a double take because it was Ethan Hawke. It was the actor Ethan Hawke standing right there. And I'm desperately racking my brain of something cool to say to Ethan Hawke. And all I can come up with is, people tell me that I look like you all the time. And there's no way I was going to say that. That's just silly.
I know, I agree.
So I didn't say anything. I just looked at him and I did the universal dude thing. I was like, hey, like that, the chin lift, hey. And he looked at me and he did it back. He went, hey, like that. And you could tell at that moment it was two handsome, virile young men looking at each other. Game recognizes game. And then as cool as I could, I walked out of there as fast as I could. As soon as I got out of there, then I thought of what I should have said. What I should have said was, hey, Ethan Hawke, people say that you look like me. That would have been awesome. So in this song, there's a line where that's what happens, where I say, Ethan Hawke, you look like me.
It would have been awkward, though, to walk back up and go.
I know, exactly. Like, as soon as I thought, I was like, I should run back in there and say it. I was like, no, that's probably not cool. Probably not. That would probably ruin the whole thing, so I didn't. So I said I wrote it into the song.
One, two, three.
That's how I left Minneapolis as a boy too young to rent the car we drove. We'd hit Chicago after midnight, was surprised that even then the traffic froze. We drank some beers in an apartment rented by a friend of mine in his year 3. Ethan Hawke was at the Institute, told him folks said he looked a lot like me. And when they left us alone, we were wild like the blood in our veins. But even then I saw it coming as we set off through the darkness on that train. I had my first ride on the L train, and we staked out our own seats deep in the back. We were armed with only pencils as we drew the lonely people staring back. We saw the broke down middle-aged, and we swore that we would never be like them. We'd be always young and in love, we would live within our passions till the end. But when they left us alone, we were wild like the blood in our veins. But even then I saw it coming as we sped off through the darkness on that train. Even then I saw it coming, you setting yourself up for some big fall, telling yourself some lonely story where you broke all of the hearts, especially your own. As we sped off through the darkness on that train.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Pat.
said, listen to that mournful bell. The echo said, I told you so, and my heart said, very well. When I stood there in the station with his letter in my hand, and I cried like a baby 'cause I lost my loving man. Ooh, hear that whistle say, yeah, yeah. It takes a long, long train with a red caboose to carry my blues away. Well, I know he didn't miss me 'cause he's always on the door. He told me he loved me, but I guess he loved me not. Ooh, hear that whistle say, yeah, yeah. It takes a long, long train with a red caboose to carry my blues away. Carry my blues away. Thank you very much. Dave Gustafson and Pat Loftus. That's you guys clap.
I'm clapping.
Try like Dave Gustafson and Pat Loftus. There you go.
Well, thank you very much. We are the Roe Family Singers. We've got one more song for you tonight. What a beautiful night. We have we've been on tour for a couple weeks, and we've been in Iowa a lot, and it has been awful, just awful. I love Iowa. My family's from Iowa, but the heat has been like 95 degrees, and the humidity's been 97%.
Well, don't think of it as awful. Think of it as
Awful?
terrible.
Terrible, yeah. It was brutal. So this is beautiful. This is absolutely wonderful.
Except for the
I'm very happy. All right, I want to say thank you to Woody McBride for bringing us here to the Overlook. Thank you, Woody McBride. For all the sponsors who make this possible, I can't keep track of them. Woody knows them all. He will tell you all of them when we're done here. Thank you, all of you all, for being here tonight. We really do appreciate it. It means a lot to us. As this woman is discovering, there is merch over there as well. Yes, good, excellent.
very much.
Well played, well played. When it's time to hit the
Just respond with. And yeah, hey, 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 with jazz hands.
Hey, 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 with
Hey,
jazz
hey,
hands.
hey, with jazz hands. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, hey, hey! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! 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 Boogie town. It's a swinging little bird. Oh, haven't you heard of bedtime in Boogie town? One time to hit the hay at the end of the day. He and neighbors all say it's bedtime. Thank you very much, friends.
Hey, thank you very much.
We're the Roe Family Singers. Again, that's Dave Gustafson on the mandolin, Brody Kucera on the drums, Matthew Beauregard Loftus on the third, first of his name on the upright bass. My name is Quillan Rowe. This is Kim Rowe. We're the Roe Family Singers.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you again, Woody, for bringing us here. Always a good time. Please remember, friends, to be kind and to be safe and to treat people how you like to be treated.
That is how we make the world a place. Let me say it again. That's how we make the world a better place, by being good people and doing good things. Please do that and have other people do the same. Be well.
Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more nice round of applause for the Roe Family Singers. They've been coming out here as long as I've been doing music on the Overlook, I think close to 20 years. So it's great to have you. It's the great friendship we have. And thank you for coming all the way out here to share your talents with us. Have a safe trip home, everyone. I want to remind you that next week we have a Saturday show, noon Saturday, August 9th, with the world's #1 tribute to Johnny Cash here at noon Saturday, August 9th. And then on August 15th, Friday again, the Midwest's #1 comedy and oldies show with The Memories. That's Friday, August 15th. And then August 22nd, Friday, blues and jazz and smooth sounds with the Tom Hunter Band from the Twin Cities. Great piano player, soulful voice, just a great performer. Thanks again, the Roe Family Singers, all of our sponsors. Thanks to our food truck, Serrano's, Shubal, and Vladimir for coming out tonight. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you. Have a safe trip home and have a great weekend, everybody. And thanks for music on the Overlook here in beautiful downtown St. Croix Falls.